Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to connect the 3-point hitch to the tractor, the BX22, and then I'm going to show how to hook up the box blade to the 3-point hitch. For the people that may not know, the people that do, I appreciate you still watching. So with that said, we're going to hook up the 3-point arms and everything to the machine, and then we'll hook that up to the box blade. I'm going to show me adjusting it a little bit if I want it to dig or if I just want it to smooth. I'm going to keep my teeth up and kind of go from there, and I'll be able to give you guys an example because I'm working on a garage pad and I'm spreading shale. So I'm gonna bring you guys closer, show you guys how to get the 3-point arms hooked up, and then we'll get it hooked up to the box blade. I'm still new to it all, so don't judge me too much. So on the back of the machine, I was having trouble with understanding how everything came. This is the first time we've owned a tractor, so I have never put one on. I knew the idea of it, but I couldn't have told you how to do it by any means. So I just start by getting the dirt away. Not that it matters. It doesn't. Get the stuff off the shafts. I looked all through the BX book that I had, and it quite didn't just tell me how to do it. It just kind of gave me a picture and an idea, and that was pretty much all. I looked at some videos, but it seems like everyone else has like the BX23s, the BX2200. I don't know if they're quite the same. Like I said, this is all new to me. So your first piece you pick up, you just slide right on there. Now I know the new models don't have this gap right here, it's just like a whole rod, but on the BX22 you have a gap right here. You get your 3-point hitch in there, get your arms picked up. This piece will bite you a little bit getting you up here, but you get it picked up, slid in place. Get this picked up, unpin that, which it's a little rough. I usually just use my little pocket knife, pop that clip out, then you just take this, pick this up, put it right over top all that. Then you have a pin, big side, little side with the hole. You then take the little side with the hole and you go up through, and that bottom side just kind of helps you lock everything in place. Then you take this hairpin, go back through with it. It's a little hard, especially holding everything with one hand to the side. I just push that through like that, and that takes care of the bottom piece. Then up here you got a stationary arm, rotating arm. So this piece will go like that and lock in, and this will go through here, through your PTO arms. That'll give you your pull up and down. I just pin them like that. Now your pin will turn around, and I'm sure it can get caught and get pulled out, but there's no real good way that I've found besides just trying to keep them back in there, so that way if they get pulled on, they don't pull out. And just hook that one up. That's your arm that you can twist. and then that gets you all up. Now, when you back up to the box blade, I'm still quite trying to figure that out, but I found it easier to hook up my top link than hook up my 3-point hitch on each arm on the box blade. For an example of me showing you kind of like the tips, the tricks, the quick things that can maybe keep you going, keep your machine or, you know, business or whatever you're doing, keep going. Over the weekend I was supposed to pick up a different style hitch pin, but I ended up with a top link pin that I had laying around. That one's a 1/2 inch, this one's a 3/4, so it fits a lot better, kind of keeps that slop from around, and it fits in the eyes of my 3-point hitch a lot easier. Now it ain't perfect, but I just took what I had laying around. I took a 3/4 lock washer, I bent it flat so that way it's even, and then I'm just going to use a skinnier hitch pin, and for how much pulling and weight you're putting on this, it's going to focus on here, and it's just going to keep that little bit from moving around, which you should be all right. Now I'm going to get the right one, but it'll get me by for today and keep things moving, like I said. But now I'm going to back into it, start hooking everything up. Bear with me because I've only hooked up to this once, so I don't quite know 100% what I'm doing. But for example, that's the right pin, the back side's big, it's 3/4 shaft, so that's what I should have on that side, but unfortunately I don't. The top link's right. To keep the top link from slapping back and forth, I did the identical thing. I took a 3/4 lock washer, bent them flat, and just kind of created a little bit of a spacer in there. It has a little bit of slop side to side, but it kind of keeps that from moving all over the planet while I'm trying to do stuff. I'm gonna be straight on with it. I've been hooking my top link up first, drop my arms down. Seems to be the easiest, at least for me. And then I can move it forward a little bit like I need to. And then bring that back. Back up so your top link pushes your box blade up some to get those in. See about the easiest way. Trying to figure this out on my own. Blade actually needs to go over a little bit. Seems like it's easy enough for me just to move compared to trying to get the machine to move. But the hardest part is getting all this lined up. That way can make sure everything goes together appropriately. So right now it's a little crooked, but alright, I'll get it adjusted. But I get that all hooked up. We'll go to the other side here. guy that does it on his own and has no clue what he's doing in time. And pick it up once you rev up. Oh, there you go. I normally pull up, and then once I get on a little more level ground, I'll show you guys, adjusting the top. Now that I have hit on level ground, what I've learned is you let it down, kind of do a little bit of pulling forward some. That way you kind of stretch those arms out and kind of gives you a nice little movement there. For the sake of the video, I'm just gonna drop it down and then just pull it back myself. Doing that, now it gives you, like you're down where, it gives you your pressure down where it would be. Then to get your rolling, so either you can screw that back or screw that out more, which then goes out, which then takes the pivot point from here out more, and then that rolls your back blade so that you're dragging your material and like smoothing. If you take this and screw this in to its full capabilities, you then are digging, and you dig into your material to pull it. And for me, I'm more looking to level but kind of carry my material with me. So I have it set so that way when I'm pulling, it's leveling the ground and smoothing, but also it's about a 1/4 inch off the ground, and it's picking up that excess material and dragging it with us. And then as I make loops and circles, it's filling in those low areas as I go. So all you do to adjust that is take your top link. I don't have a hydraulic like some guys do, but you just take that, and you can hear it as I go. It's creaking and cracking because it's spreading this from here to there. It's spreading, so it's picking it up more. If I go down some, you can kind of see the whole box blade rotates down some. I can get a level and show you guys. You can see the level. It's heavy on the front side, so meaning I have more rotation to the back side, and that's kind of where I like to leave it, where it's about the edge of the bubble out a little bit more. That kind of gives me that digging plus smoothing power. But I'll adjust that top link and show you guys how, when you adjust that, it affects this down here. And then I'll give you a good look at, okay, when I go up with it, it should go more out, and it'll go more out of the bubble this way. As I go up with it, you'll see that bubble start to climb. And right now, you can see that we're almost, well, we're about half bubble. And that's just a little, that's 2 threads, like cranking just a little bit. So I back that back down and bring myself back to where we were, where I like it, straight about there. And then, like I said, pick this up and let this relax a little bit. I lock my piece in place. And with that said, you can see like the angle from here to there. You can see my top edge is touching my bottom, is almost a fingernail width off the ground. That kind of gets, like I said, I've ran this 2 times. We just picked this Land Pride up. It's a 1254, a BB 1254 with a BX22 model. It's a 4.5 foot Land Pride model, and seems to do really well behind like the category 1 BX22. And it seems like when it builds up a material, as long as I'm 4-wheel drive and low, I can continue just to go. I don't take the loader off or anything. I just leave it on there, and then that gives me availability to dig into my pile, add material somewhere, and help level and smooth that all out. That being said, as I continue, I'm gonna try to do this and see if I can make something out of it, and hopefully I can. But as I continue to do things, at some point I'll need to service the machine again, so I'll show you guys how to do that. I have multiple items that I can show you guys how to do things. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'm looking forward to continuing this process of trying to learn how to be comfortable on the camera, how to continue growing into doing all this. This is just out of a whim that my wife has said that I should do, and a couple of my friends said that I'd be pretty good at doing it, so I just want to continue here and see what I can grow on and show you guys how I grow and show you the ways I continue.